chose the short Skoolie instead of all the other RV options I had. So let's talk about that on a very windy day. This is a 1999 GMC Savannah, and I'll get to that in a second, but it's a van chassis that's been converted to a bus by the Portland School District. I'll tell you some of the criteria I was looking for. Okay, originally, this is as being as honest as possible. Originally, I wanted a van, and I wanted one of the transit vans or sprinter vans that you could stand up in. Unfortunately, the price of those like tripled overnight. Exaggeration, but not quite. And it went out of my budget. And I had budgeted $10,000 for whatever I was going to buy. So, with the sprinter or transit vans out of the question, I started looking for something else. Now, I had to be able to stand up. There was no way in the world I was going to get a van that I had to stoop and crawl into. I wasn't going to do it. I'm 74. I'm not doing gymnastics every time I want to go inside my home. So I started looking at some of the converted cargo vans, which this is, and started to realize that it had a lot of the things I wanted. The interior is 6'4", a lot of headroom. The total height of it, I think, is 9 feet. So no problem at all with clearance, driving down the highway or driving down country roads. The interior is equal to about a 14-foot trailer. And speaking of trailers, there was no way I was getting a trailer. I do not want to mess around with trailers. I'm not confident in them, and I don't want to mess with them. Because it's a cargo van, it has very short. It actually has a very short turn radius. You can maneuver pretty easily in this. Because it's a cargo van, you can park it anywhere. It fits quite nicely in parking lots, regular parking lot spaces. I did not want a van that had been decked out by someone else. I wasn't going to pay for their work. And so you'll notice there's no paneling. All this thing had was the floor was put in, and it had a makeshift bed in the back. The guy had built a cot back there. So I tore that out. I have not put paneling on the ceilings. I haven't insulated it. I have not wired it. And I haven't plumbed it. And the central reason for all of that is I wanted life as simple as possible. I didn't want to mess with something that could go wrong. Wiring seems to always go wrong. Plumbing always seems to go wrong. Didn't want it. And so I had the shell, and then I had to figure something out. So the Jackery solar generator, here it is right here with the two solar panels juicing up. It'll also juice off regular electrical outlet. I have no plumbing in here, and so I've got water containers that drain into the sink. Anyway, that's besides the point. I wanted the rear door. I was originally looking at the ones that have the wheelchair door here, so that you'd have a door here, a door in the back, and the door in the front. I like those. They're also about 3 or 4 feet longer, which would have been nice for room, but it's okay. I found this for $8,500. My reasons and my reasoning, just a second, is not going to be the same as everybody else's. I get that. That's okay. I'm just telling you why I bought this. Gas mileage on a good day, 15 miles to the gallon. Boy, if I could have gotten a sprinter van, I sure would have had a lot better gas mileage, but not bad. These have the engine in the front, just like all other cargo vans. The engine's right there, extremely easy to work on, which I wanted. I didn't want that bus engine, which you have to pull the console out to get to it. This is not so big that everything is incredibly costly. The tires are, I think, 145, 75s. There's only 4. We don't have the 6 tire thing. It only weighs 4,500 pounds. Oh, and I required that it be registered as a passenger van, which the Savannah is. The GMC Savannah is a passenger van. Now, it depends on the state. It probably depends on the city, but how they're going to register it. But this one was registered as a GMC Savannah van, and so insurance was much cheaper. Much cheaper. If it had been insured, or if it had been registered as a commercial vehicle, I probably wouldn't have bought this. It's a V6 engine. Yeah, it doesn't have as much power as a lot of people would probably want. Maybe even me on any given day, but I've taken it up some serious hills, some serious mountains, and the lowest the speed will drop is 50. If I'm in third, I have to drop it down to third to do 50, going up a really steep incline. Otherwise, on freeways, I can do 70, 75. I've had it up to 80. I don't need to do that. Yeah, that's it. You know, my desires are not the same as everybody else's. My needs are not the same as everybody else's. I'm not going to deck this thing out and make it look like a Better Homes and Gardens interior. Not going to do it. This is perfect for me and my dog. There's no point in worrying about people wanting to take tours of it. I threw it together as quick as possible. It's functional, and I love it. You may not like living like this. You may need a large bus. I couldn't possibly drive a large bus around town. Couldn't do it. You may need something that's got the wiring and the plumbing and all that. I didn't want to hassle with it. So that is why I bought this van. And as you can see, I've got the bed in the rear. I've got 2 drawers that open up. I've got all the storage in the back. The toilet's right there behind the curtain. It's a cassette toilet. Again, no plumbing. You know, I can go to any dump station, or I can go to any porta potty and dump it there. Yeah, that's it. Everything is magnetized because there's no paneling, so everything sticks and holds together because of magnets. And I've got to stop my dog from barking, so we're going to stop right there.